What's up, guys? Jeremy from Abandoned Nashville. So today we're exploring this abandoned funeral home. I don't know too much about this place other than it was abandoned in 1996 and it's just been sitting here ever since. What's so crazy about this place is not only was it a funeral home, but also a family lived in this building as well. So there's gonna be times during the video where I'm gonna be wearing a respirator because there's a lot of mold in here. It's very dirty, but definitely worth the exploration. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up below, subscribe, whatever you feel like doing, and yeah, let's explore this place. So this is when you first walk into the building, like immediately, some pretty crazy stuff. So believe it or not, a lot of times at a funeral, when a body is on display for the family, they'll rent a casket to display the body in. It's not the actual casket that they bury the body in, but depending on whether or not the mortician did a good enough job embalming the body, or depending on what kind of injury the body had, a lot of times the body leaks into the rental casket. Check this out. These stains right here are from body leakage, from probably many times of this casket being used to display the body for the family. Because like I mentioned, this is a rental. But it's crazy that this casket's still here with those stains still on it. That's wild to think about. It's like a little fireplace. I bet this was the owner of the place, and conveniently his name tag's been bent over to where you can't see who owned the place. Therefore, you can't figure out what location this is. This is so crazy, just walking into an abandoned building and immediately this is what you see. It's so ominous. All right, so I'm gonna go in here. This is where they held the ceremony. This is where the family all sat right here. And then I imagine they would set the casket up over here for the family to come by and visit and say their last words. I bet the casket sat right here. You can see all this lighting to control the ambiance. And here's the lighting panel for it. And I imagine this is where you would fill out the visitation card. It's just so crazy that this building was used for what it was, you know? So much grief, so much sadness in this place. I wonder what's back here. Whoa, here's more caskets. This one looks pretty clean. I wonder what this is. Batesville Casket Company. So there's a company in Arkansas in the United States, and there's a little town called Batesville that's really famous for casket manufacturing. These are where these caskets came from. So many loved ones laid in these caskets. So these right here are more racks for holding caskets. I imagine this was the casket storage room. So quiet in here. And cold. Very cold in this building. But this is some kind of like little meeting office or something. The podium. Little amplifier. It's very funeral-esque artwork. Oh my God, look at this. It's a dead vulture. It's so fitting for this place. Oh, this is cool. I imagine they'd probably embalm the bodies downstairs or perhaps store them and then pull them up on the elevator up here for the ceremony. Lots of storage. This is an exit out the back. So this is a wide door, probably for loading bodies in and out. Another storage room. Wait, no, this looks like a refrigerator. Yeah, these walls are insulated. And this is where they would store bodies. I imagine when they came in to the building through that door, they would immediately take them into this room where it probably stayed pretty cold. I doubt this is where they would do any of the embalming. I bet you the embalming went on downstairs in the basement, which is where we'll go here in a second.
So I put my respirator on. There's usually basements like this, especially when there's water damage above. There's usually black mold. Yep, so check this out. All along the wall here, that's black mold. I'm not gonna stay down here too long. It's pretty empty down here anyway. Wow, look at this. That's black mold. I bet this room right here, judging by how well lit it was, look at all these light panels. This room right here was probably the embalming room. Old rolling beds. Man, this place is absolutely disgusting. I'm getting out of here. Oh my God. Look at all this black mold.
I want to see what's upstairs. I believe this is where the family lived. Wonder why the elevator ran upstairs. Whoa. So this is like a living room area. Oh my God, look at this TV. Look at this. An old Zenith TV. I haven't seen that brand in years. This is wild. Very vintage. Man, this jacket's still in like pretty decent shape. I'm surprised like moths haven't eaten it. So 70s. Man, look at this. All of his old suit jackets. And a lot of ties. All these old blazers and shirts. It's all still here. I wonder why he left all this behind. It makes you wonder if he died. Or perhaps maybe this place went bankrupt and they just left in a hurry. Maybe had the intention of coming back, but they never did. Like, it makes you wonder who these people were. Looks like really sweet people. Record player. Wow. It's still left here. An old General Electric record player. A Bible still left behind. Wonder if it was maybe a gift to someone. So a lot of times you can find names in these Bibles. Imagine it was just a Bible for the company. Wonder what date this newspaper is. September 7th, 1997. Love this old radio. It's really cool looking. Oh, so I bet these are pictures of the family. It makes you wonder who these people were. Like, what it must have been like to grow up inside of a funeral home. Being the kids of a mortician. So this is the dining room. Oh, there's a TV in the dining room. I love this old lantern. This is cool. China cabinet still there. The tablecloth still on the table. Got some Louisiana hot sauce. Can't go wrong with that. Still some glassware on the table. Lots of documents. Oh man, this is amazing. Look at this. John F. Kennedy. I don't know why, but this is one of my favorite things I've found in an abandoned building in a long time. You want to see what's in the kitchen back here? Wow, this is a tiny kitchen. Oh, it's disgusting in here. And look at this black mold on this wall. The iron skillet still in the stove. This is a tiny kitchen. They were definitely living the simple life in this place. I don't know what this calendar's dated for. I'm going to cover up the name of this place. It's still left on July 1996. Ooh, let's see what's in this fridge. I bet you there's going to be stuff still left behind. Oh, it's so disgusting. Look at that. Those are dead maggots. I don't want to stay in this kitchen too long and breathe this stuff in. This is so gross. Guys, look at these eggs. There is no telling how long these things have been in here. Hands down the grossest refrigerator I've ever found. Oh, okay, I'm shutting this door. I'm getting out of this kitchen. Ugh. I feel like I'm going to catch some kind of airborne disease. It's a pretty simple little bathroom. Wow, look at these bedrooms. Looks like a little girl lived in here. Just a little twin-size bed. Really neat looking rocking chair in the corner. Whoa, look at these shoes. Reminds me of like the 1940s, like old dancing shoes. Or like bowling shoes. An old rotary phone. Still clothes in the closet. I would go through some of this stuff, but I don't want to stir up any dust. I feel like there's so much mold up here and like bird dust. Some of these windows are knocked out, so during the summertime, birds come and live in places like this. Look at this old radio. I bet it still works too. I love this pack of cigarettes next to the radio. So I imagine this right here was the master bedroom where the husband and wife stayed. Look, all of his colognes are still on the dresser. See if I reckon. Oh, yep. English leather. Some aftershave. Aramis. Triumph. Some old man cologne for sure. Wonder what's in the suitcase. Probably empty. Still looks cool though. I love the lighting in here. Love the lighting in this room. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. There's another rotary phone. Grief is just as individual as love is. I once had the idea that grief was a linear process, one in which we experience in stages to lead us back to who we used to be. But the loss of love is the loss of our former selves that we'll never return to. It changes us, and most often, it's not something we can fix, but it's something we can learn to carry. Grief is love in its crudest form.